Live. What's up, everybody? Happy 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock. Me and Jason are very different energies right now.
Yes.
Because I've been sleeping in this office. That's why there's a bed in here. And you're in a place that's a lot more fun, Jason.
Yeah, I'm actually in Las Vegas right now. So
just casual in Vegas,
yeah,
not doing crushing cans as we were talking about before the show. Is that your second
definitely.
job, or do you have another second job? What are you doing out
Yeah,
there?
I'm definitely crushing cans. I may take in a UFC fight this weekend, but who knows? But
Oh man. How was your drive in? How are the streets packed right now? Because they shouldn't be, but is it kind of?
no, yeah, the drive-in was nice. I have a little electric car, so
Oh,
me and my
nice.
girl, yeah, we rode in and got to charge in Barstow and get some in and out. And
Ooh,
yeah, it was a smooth ride, no traffic. So I'm
good,
glad
good.
we made it here in one piece.
All right, man. Well, why? I mean, I could literally just sit here and force Jason to talk to me all day, but we are here because we are giving away something that is almost as badass as Jason himself. So, without further ado, everyone, this is a surprise giveaway. This is an instant giveaway, so someone will win in the chats today. We've got Cassidy behind the scenes, ready to pick a Gleam winner. So, what are y'all playing for? Boom, that man right there. Oh, other side.
Ronan, other side.
There you go.
I did this with Autumn. I'm terrible.
We learned you always go whatever side you want to go the opposite way.
Other side. Okay, I got it.
So there you go.
That Ronan right there.
The 6 scale deluxe Hawkeye from Hot Toys from Endgame. A really dope suit. I think it's probably my favorite suit in almost all of Endgame. I mean, it's hard to beat Tony's suits because I mean, Mr. Stark's a bad man too, but I love this suit. A good classic nod to some classic Kirby Ronin, a whole great bit. So how do you win this? Real easy. All y'all got to do is please head over to side.show/Hawkeye giveaway. Enter that. And at the end of this, you got about 15-20 minutes. Cassidy will let us know who won the 6 scale Hawkeye by Hot Toys. And now remember, you've got to be present in the chats to win. We'll call your name. We don't know what platform you're going to be on, so we're going to call your name, first and last initial, first and last name. And if you are present in the chats, check in. Congrats, you won. We'll settle it then. But if not, we move on to the next person. So you got to be present. You got to stay here, and you got to listen to us banter, because I don't want to brag, but we're pretty good at it.
I say we're up there.
Up there. Top 10 Mount Rushmore of banter. It's up there. So I'm going to leave this link up there for everyone. Again, side.show/Hawkeye giveaway in order to win the 6 scale Hawkeye. We will pick a winner in about 15 minutes or so. So please tell me, how you been, man? How are things? I haven't seen you in a couple days.
Yeah, I did one of these. I popped in with Autumn and did another giveaway.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you brought a level of professionalism.
So what's so cool is that, like, I hope the Sideshow audience, every time they see my face, you're probably thinking that I'm giving something away, because normally that's like that's my thing, and I kind of like that. That means I'm like light skinned Santa. So
exactly.
I'm not really mad.
Oh, I guess depending on where your Santa is, you might be darker skinned Santa for a.
True, this is true.
That's true. It varies. I know you got people thinking it's like Pavlovian, man. As soon as they see you, they're like, "Oh, better open up my rewards page." I love it.
Though.
Love to see it. So things have been good. Have you been able to do anything spooky? Because before you were busy, you were working, your internet went out. It's been a whole thing.
So finally, Spectrum, thank you for playing ball. And
that's not a paid advertisement. We're not paying you for that. Yeah. We're not paying you for that.
But I've actually been Jason Claus. I like that, Garrett. I'm gonna use that. But I haven't been able to do my 31 days of Halloween like I love to. But my better half, she's not a huge fan of the genre, so yeah. I've been sneaking my time away, and like in the dead of morning, like 6 a.m. I'll go watch a scary movie in the office / game room. So
what a sentence. In my office / game room / chamber of horrors.
Yes, just in case she's listening, it's an office, but If she's not listening, everyone at the game room. There's like a PlayStation 4. There's all my hot toys in there. There's a like a there's there's
Everyone
an
be
Infinity
cool out there,
Gauntlet.
all right? If she pops in here and she asks, it's an office.
It's an office.
Yeah, it's where
There's
the
nothing
wheels
goes
turn.
on in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing goes on in there.
So what have you gotten to watch so far?
I have gotten to watch. I watched the. Thank you, Badfish. I appreciate that. I've watched Don't Look Now. I always go classics
Okay.
first. Creep Show 2. I've done Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 version, the Tom Savini version. I'm a huge Tom Savini guy. That's what
Okay.
Tony Todd has been. And towards the end of the month, I try to do like newer and try to broaden my horizons to some of the new scary movies. And today was Unfriended. So
Right. So you were talking about this. I think this is a concept that is particularly scary now. Like that movie was a little ahead of its time,
absolutely,
I'd say,
100%.
because now like if Spooktacular and all of these streams were haunted, like I mean I don't think I'd be out of a job. It would just make my job a lot more difficult. But you know, they were a little bit ahead of their time there because it all takes place in like a Zoom based environment, sort of.
Yeah. Yes, it's like it's a Skype chat. It's essentially like you're looking at this girl's MacBook,
Right.
and you're seeing these chats with her friends. It's literally like you're just like, oh my goodness, this is like you feel like you're in a group chat with them, and then everything starts to unfold. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I recommend that you watch Unfriended. Everyone here, if you get a chance, it's really cool, and it's got a real awesome anti-bullying message. So I like
Good.
it. Yeah.
Good. We shouldn't have to tell you that, but
Yeah.
and be anti-bullying.
Yeah, exactly.
So now that I think about it, it sounds like you've pretty much seen like all the heavy hitters, like everything that has been like, you know, that can be considered like must go, you know, classic cult horror. Are there any like big horror films? Like I'm talking like big ones like Insidious or Paranormal, like any of those that you just haven't caught yet that people would be surprised?
Oh,
I know that
yes,
one you have to
there is
dig.
one. There is
Oh,
one.
okay.
There is one that I haven't watched, and I don't know. I think it's because my mom used to like always stave me away from it, and everyone's gonna be so surprised. It's The Omen.
Oh, like either
Yeah.
iteration for the classic
Yeah.
or the newer one.
Nope.
Nothing with Damien. No Damien.
I haven't. It's been in my queue for so long, and I haven't seen it. Like, I don't understand why I can't do it, but
Wow, this is gonna
it's
be
just
awkward. I just my 666 neck tattoo is gonna be real weird then, man. So you don't even need to see it. It's just here. You're good. You've seen it.
when you come over for Thanksgiving, we'll just put some makeup on it. Moms will give
Yeah.
you a hug. We'll be fine. So
Mashed potatoes, whatever you got handy. I'm not particular.
I still accept you.
I'm the same color as gravy. You can just put some gravy on me. I'm good. So the Omen, that's a really interesting one they haven't seen because I've definitely seen I've seen both. I think.
Oh, okay.
So, which is doesn't happen. Like, I don't really go towards a lot of classic horror, simply for the fact that like I just didn't grow up with horror. Like, I grew up in a huge sports family, so anything we watched is just like sports or Field of Dreams or Remember the Titans, you know, things like that. Like, I mean, also bunch of like classic bangers as far as movies go, but
yeah.
I haven't really seen a lot of like I don't even know if I've seen maybe like the original Child's Play. Like, I'm talking like must-see stuff like that. But there's a running theme in like the group or on here that there's a lot of movies. I just saw Alien for the first time. I don't know if I'd mentioned that.
Yeah,
I'd never seen it.
Yes.
And I told you I hadn't seen it. I finally saw it. So now I'm on to 2 because I'd seen I'd seen like Prometheus. I'd seen Alien Covenant, but I haven't seen the original. And it's all right. I'm gonna lose a lot of people here, but I promise. That movie is definitely a product of its time when I watched it. And then I had to stop myself and realize, all right, Paul, watch this movie with your brain in 1979. And then I enjoyed it more because I was like, the things that Ridley Scott was able to do at that time, like I had to think about it, like it was unparalleled. Like no one had ever done that. Like, I mean, I don't know if there's anyone out there that hasn't seen it yet, but the scene where you find out that Ash is an android and then he loses it and you see all of the android stuff everywhere. It was pretty nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you are you a huge fan of that franchise, like particularly?
No, I wasn't a huge Alien guy. I didn't get into AVP, Alien vs Predator. But I did. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge fan of Ridley Scott, so I've seen like pretty much all the stuff he's done. Really
Have you seen on HBO Max Raised by Wolves?
that. Yep, I have.
Oh yeah, me and my
Yeah,
girlfriend just finished that. It is
yeah, I have.
so that was interesting because I finished that well before I had seen Alien, and then you have Mother, and then the computer in Alien is Mother, and I was like, oh man, this guy he just like likes to recycle his
Yeah,
ideas, and it makes you
yeah.
wonder like, is it all connected?
I think so. It's kind of like I think he
Oh,
does
you
like
do?
I think he does like the Tarantino thing. You know how
Oh,
Tarantino, all
okay,
of his movies are like connected in some way, shape, or form.
right, right.
So that's what I think.
It's kind of like the maybe the sci-fi version of not Adam Scott oh the guy who does American Horror Story
Oh,
where
goodness.
they're
You
all
mean you mean like the guy who
the
created it, or
the showrunner
Ryan Murphy?
Ryan Murphy, thank you, where he's
Mm,
like they're all separate, it's an anthology, but
yeah,
technically I like to have nods to all of them all over the place, and depending I guess on your perspective they're all in the
yeah,
same universe, so maybe Ridley Scott is like that, but
yeah.
because there's a lot of that in even like the way that in again I don't want to spoil too much of Raised by Wolves, but there is a little bit of the same way that androids possibly bleed in that like he just likes certain concepts it seems.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Cruise just made a good movie too. The Fourth Kind. I'm just reading the chat. The Fourth Kind was very spooky.
Dude,
That was like,
i i I feel like they're because I've done a couple of these so far. I feel like they're baiting me. I don't get scared by like demons, monsters, serial
Mm,
killers, like all that stuff interests me. But aliens freak me out. Like legitimately freak me out. And I was up in Big Bear in California one time
yeah.
and it was like really snowy. Me and my cousin had watched The Fourth Kind and it like I couldn't sleep. Like that movie terrified me because they didn't tell us that it wasn't real.
Yes. Oh, I got a good one for you too. But I want to say what's up, Daniel. What's up, Daniel Vineyard? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, I Blair Witch Project uh
Ooh.
pretty much did a number on me because when I first saw it, I was in Maryland, and the
Oh.
yeah, the place where I was staying, the backyard is like a really nice house, and it had like a bunch of woods. So, like, I stayed up that entire night playing my Pokemon Blue on my Game Boy Color. I'll never forget it because like that's the only thing that was like Pikachu saved me from the Blair Witch.
That
So
sounds like a pamphlet for like a Pokemon cult. Pikachu saved me, and he can save you too. I promise.
I like it. We can start the Church of Pikachu. I
We
like
sure can. It's already done. It's already. He's like our little tulpa. It's out in the open. But that's great. That what is like that's crazy because that's such a specific memory that you have of that. So you must have been freaked out.
Yeah, no, I was because I didn't, they didn't do a really good job of telling you that, and we didn't have
It's
the
almost like it's on
internet. We didn't have,
purpose.
yeah, we didn't have the internet resources like paranormal activity. Like say that you can just Google that and you just find out that they both have IMDb's and they're both still
Right.
alive. So like all of that stuff, you're just like, okay, this is just a film. But Blair Witch Project, you weren't really checking
Yeah.
IMDb, you weren't checking the internet that much.
Mm-hmm.
So going into it, you're just like, and seeing like the found footage aspect of it, I really felt like it was like I felt like it happened, and I was like, I was really distraught for all three of those people. I was like, wow, they're arguing in these woods, and then like I don't know what the hell happened at the end, but like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's the worst part. Is it left it so open ended? Is you're like, wait, is that person out there? Like, did he just serve me coffee? Like, should I be afraid right now?
Yeah,
And that's how I was with like Paranormal Activity too, because I think I've said it before, maybe even with you, like found footage is my favorite horror. It's my favorite because it's like so interactive.
yeah,
And me and you could sit here and watch the same movie and pick up on totally different things. And it's such an interesting medium that was, I feel like, discovered on accident, maybe. I think maybe with I think Hannibal Holocaust I'm sorry, not Hannibal, Cannibal Holocaust, which is an old like Italian crazy gore movie. It was like found footage, and it was so believable that they brought all of them in for a trial. They thought like some of these people were really dead, and they're like, we got something. Like, if you guys
Yeah.
ever want to look up something interesting, look up the true trials of Cannibal Holocaust. It's the movie is what it is. It's like you look at it now and it's kind of dated. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. It is. Like, I've seen scarier, but there was
Yeah.
a legitimate trial because
Yeah.
when it happened, people were freaked out.
Yeah. Wow,
Oh
you know,
man.
somebody in the chat just mentioned a really very like underrated movie, and it's starring Tony Shalhoub, and it's called 13 Ghosts. 13
Oh man.
Ghosts.
Love 13
Yes,
Ghosts.
13 Ghosts is amazing.
13
People,
Ghosts is so good. And I always had so many questions like, how could you keep that many ghosts in your basement? One,
seriously.
like, what warding do you have? Two, wasn't there the one that was like, no, oh my God, there's one ghost that like triggers my memory, but maybe I'm thinking of Cabin in the Woods when it's got like the
There was
face.
that's okay. That's the yeah. That's the not the Juggernaut, but that's the Hammer. I think that was the
The hammer, yeah.
There was Hammer had all the nails in him. Somebody had no that was Cabin in the Woods. That was like because they were like it was like a knockoff of Hellraiser. So it was like the little pinhead guy, the bald headed dude. That was the elevator scene in Cabin in the Woods. But
Oh, right.
13 Ghosts was the Jackal, because remember the Jackal was in the cage.
Oh,
And
he had the
it,
cage, yeah,
yeah,
right.
and he had
Like
the
straight jacket.
straight jacket on.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
the dire mother, the great child.
did
I
you
think
just watch this, or is this just in
no,
your brain
yeah,
cemented?
I've watched it so many times. Like, and then I had the DVD, and then like they had the special features. They gave you the full like backstory of each of the ghosts, and I
Right.
was like, wow, this is incredible.
Crazy. Oh, I didn't know that. I think when that movie came out, I was maybe I was like 16, maybe 15, and I was just like on the surface I was like, I'm done. I'm good. And it had oh man, see, I'm bad with actors' names on the spot. Shannon Elizabeth,
from
but
American Pie.
what's his name? I remember his clear glasses, Shaggy.
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets it bad,
Yeah.
man.
Matthew
Dang.
Lillard.
And I remember him looking up with those clear glasses that he has.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
such a good movie. Such
Yeah,
a deep
yeah.
cut.
That was a good one,
Yes.
Daniel. Thank you for that one.
Yeah, people are definitely saying that Paranormal Activity scared them a lot. Paranormal Activity scared me a lot
Yeah,
because it just
Paranormal
like
Activity's good too.
it just starts and then it just ends. And then of course the series became what it was, but that first movie was something unique, man.
Yeah.
Like, remember they showed those the trailers for it and people were passing out and leaving? Like, that's great.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I want to be a part of that?
Yeah, man, that did scare me, especially the end of the first one where like remember at the when she spoilers, I don't know if you guys know, but the end, the very end of the movie of that the I gave it away. But
Yeah, it's like a 10-year-old movie, man, I think.
Okay, yeah, the jump scare at the end is still great. I still love to get people with that all the time. Wow. We got us a Candyman reference in here. I like that. Thank you, Carlos. I still will not do it. I still won't say it.
Just to be safe, man. Yeah, it's just like, I just don't do it. I don't say La Llorona's name by Eddie Rivers just to be safe.
That is so terrifying too. I want to learn more about that. I want to is there a good movie about that? Because I heard the new one, the Curse of, was not. So it was like kind of like whatever. Like, do you have any good recommendations on that?
So there are a lot of movies that sort of portray it as I think as like what it is on the surface, like a joke, like oh, look at this is like a scary thing. I have never I've only seen the newish movie, and then I've also seen I think it's called De Contigo, and it's like with you. So it's a movie that's like leading, it's like the culture around it, but it's not really about La Llorona. It's about like superstition culture so much, but I'm sure there's like some great podcasts out there. Maybe that'd be good homework for the both of us. Cause I don't know that much about her, only from like, Hispanic lore from growing up Hispanic. So
yeah. Well, Gilbert says it's fire. So I'm at to check it out. Madison, no way. I still won't do Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary and Candyman, those are out of my ever since I saw those. That's been out of my out of my mental Rolodex.
Daniel Vineyard says The Conjuring is pretty scary. It is scary. That movie freaked me out, man. I see those movies are freaky
Oh,
to me because of the fact that like the Warrens were real, and whether those stories were exaggerated, like they
yeah.
have a museum. They have to physically now take the Annabelle doll with them everywhere they go because people keep trying to steal it.
Yes, yes. I read something about that. And I would
Yeah.
never go anywhere near their house because there's so much
Nope.
stuff over there. Like I don't just take a picture of it and tell me how it was. That's
So how low would the house price have to be for you to be their neighbor?
I mean,
They'd have to give me the house, man.
yeah,
Like, how
because
do you like? Does that ruin the property value of everyone around you, or does it raise it?
I don't know. As Zach, the guy from Ghost Hunters, Zach would love to live next door to them. Like
Yeah.
he has like the craziest like scary movie collection or like
Hmm.
he has like he buys weird stuff from like weird times, but I
Yeah.
think he would be the perfect neighbor. We got any other good recommendations? I love this chat. Dan, House of a Thousand Corpses was an
Ooh.
underrated one.
Very underrated. It was funny. I had actually seen for some reason. Maybe I just need to watch more movies, but Devil's Rejects before I saw House, and I was like, oh, okay. Now I see why I should have watched this one before this one.
Yeah,
Oh, those are good
that's
films.
yeah. House of a Thousand Corpses was awesome, especially that in the beginning, the murder ride where they go through all of like it's like a little bootleg Captain Spaulding's place.
Yeah.
Back when
Oh
it was the
man.
thing, Universal when they did their Halloween Horror Nights, they had a House of a Thousand Corpses maze, and it was Chef's Kiss.
Chef's Kiss.
It was right up there.
They were great. They did some good work
Yeah.
on those online. Oh, we could talk about Universal Studios, but
Yeah.
Jason, we have a winner.
Oh, we do.
We do have a winner. Let us
Yes.
know if you are in the chats, please, Mr. Mark Bernert, Bernert. I thought it was
Mark.
Bennett, but Mark Bernert.
You hear Mark?
Mark, you here? Let us
Where you at,
know.
Mark?
And probably show you what you won, right? I mean, it's just
Yeah. Put him
only
back up
the.
there.
Where you go, man? Why didn't it? There we go. The
Oh,
6
I did
scale
it.
Hot Toys. There you nailed it.
I did
The
it.
Hot Toys Hawkeye 6 scale deluxe version. Mark, if you are here, sir, let us know, please. And
Where you
if
at, Mark?
you see Mark in the chats, also let us know, please.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Oh no, that's a fake account." He told me it's okay. He doesn't want it. Oh, great.
Let's see. While we wait for him, I was going through
Yeah, hit us with
some
some of
of
those
the
Rex.
some of the good ones. I got some good. Aaron said Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. I heard the Devil's Backbone. I haven't seen that. We got
I've
some
never even heard of that.
recommendations for good Latin scary movies
Okay.
because somebody said they're a big Asian scary movie film. Do you have any good recommendations for like any sort of like those type of scary movies?
You know what always freaks me out, and I think we talked about this before, but it's the I think it's VHS 2. Is VHS
Yes.
1 or 2 where they go and it's like that cult?
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, stuff like that always freaks me out. Or there's another movie. Is it called The Cave or The Dive? Where they're like on it's a happy-go-lucky vacation, and basically it's just a good warning. Like,
Yeah.
if you are in someone else's culture, like appreciate it because you
Yeah.
never know who you're offending. And
Yeah.
basically they go like spelunking, and they find out that like they were cursed before they went in there, and they were like led there. I think it's called The Dive or The Cove or something like that. But
The Cove. It's the Cove. It's the
is it The
Cove.
Cove? Okay.
It's the Cove. It's the Cove. And
Okay.
speaking of spelunking that no one mentioned, so I guess I will do this. Yes, you did it, Arhawk. The Descent. Oh
Ooh.
yes,
I feel like
yes. That
I feel
was a
like Leonardo
good one.
DiCaprio did one, but I think I'm thinking of The Beach.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't see that either, but like I just for whatever reason I just have like instead of like math and knowing like, basic geography, like I just have comics and movies in here.
Yeah, yeah. The Descent was very.
Yeah.
It was jarring from like start to finish. You're just like,
Mhm.
I felt for all of those ladies in that cave, and when she Watch The Descent. I'm not gonna give it. I'm not a spoiler. So, what did we find Mark? Mark, did
Yeah,
you?
I think Mark sounded off. Right,
Oh, he
Cassidy, I
did.
can see you. Mark sounded off. Good. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
We
awesome!
we
Congrats,
saw him.
Mark.
Congratulations, Mark. We will be reaching out to you very, very shortly, my friend, in order to claim your Hawkeye 6 scale deluxe. It's a good piece,
Yeah,
man. It's a great piece. It's
yeah, that,
we've got to be real focused to have someone as dope as Hawkeye on and just talk horror movies the whole time. I mean, if you were in the Yakuza, you lived a horror movie because you knew Ronan would look for you.
yes, very true.
That's the movie I want to see. Oh man, dude, yeah, so many. I might just go through this and just like watch all these movies.
Yeah,
Someone said, I don't know if
brother's
you've seen this
great.
one, Jason, but As Above, So Below.
No, that's on my list. That's on my list. I think it's like, is it a vampire movie or is it like is this the one based in France or
Yes, yes,
the
it's based
catacombs?
on
It's
the
catacombs.
catacombs. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not really. It's more like atmospheric, like demonology. Really, is the best way I can put it. Like the whole place is haunted.
Yeah.
And it's like follow the path because if you take a wrong turn, you don't come back. So that one's pretty cool. That one's trippy. Let's see here.
Amityville Horror with the new Steve. That's a good one. I like the new one with Ryan Reynolds too. I'm a Ryan Reynolds guy, and I really appreciated that he went for the seriousness that James Brolin went for too. So I really
Yeah,
appreciated that he could step out of that like Van Wilder, like Ryan Reynolds typical role. So I
yeah,
definitely
he's got some range. There's a movie I really hope maybe you've seen it. Oh, I always forget what it's called, but it's a movie where he's a serial killer.
who
Where Ryan Reynolds is a serial killer.
uh really
Yeah. Hold on.
is it
Oh,
new?
it's about maybe 8 years old. It's called The Voices. Oh man, if you want to see a Ryan Reynolds movie that's like it'll shatter it, if you want to shatter your image of Ryan Reynolds a little bit, watch The Voices. He plays a
Okay,
serial killer who is very like he's like an airhead, but he doesn't realize that the things he does are terrible. And watch, I think it's probably on Hulu, I think. Yeah, oh, I don't even know. It says it's on Tubi. So if you got
oh,
Tubi,
Tubi's free. Tubi's free.
yeah,
Everybody can have Tubi.
everybody has Tubi. Go watch The Voices by Ryan Reynolds. If you've seen it, let me know. Oh yeah, see, Brenton Marley says The Voices was good stuff.
Okay.
It's a trip, and it's definitely it changes about 10 minutes in, and you're like, what the hell am I watching? But it's Ryan Reynolds, so you stick around.
Okay. I'm in for it.
Yes. Oh,
Why not?
Demon Knight, dude, so
Tales
many
from the Crypt.
movies.
Yeah, that's a classic one. That's a Billy Zane.
Billy Zane. Oh wow.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Yes.
Someone said,
Oh,
well, technically, he's a serial killer in Deadpool.
oh yeah, that's true. That's true. The
You're
Grudge. The
not wrong.
Grudge is very good. The Ruins. Wow, look at all of these. These are some. I watched far too many scary movies. Cape Fear, absolutely fantastic.
I've never
Like,
seen Cape Fear.
did you see? So the Cape Fear is Go watch Cape Fear. I'm not gonna give it away, but
That's it. I get. All I
yeah,
get is Jason approved.
yeah. Exorcism Emily Rose is fantastic. You guys are on it. This is really spooktacular. I'm so
Oh
proud of
yeah, man.
everyone I'm so proud of everyone in the chat.
Oh, they went with
Oh,
John. Is it John Cusack? Room 1408.
Route 1408 was great. I
It's
loved
so good.
1408. Yes.
Such a good movie.
We got a good one in here. Someone said, Bernardo, Sleepaway Camp. What about the end of Sleepaway Camp? Paul, you ever seen Sleepaway Camp?
I've never even heard of it.
You gotta watch Sleepaway Camp
Listen,
just for the end. Just for the end.
just for the end.
Just for the end
Oh
of the
my
movie.
lord.
Suspiria is amazing.
Oh, Spirit, a classic, another classic.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, 10 Cloverfield. Oh yeah, Cloverfield
Yeah.
too. That was an
Ankle
interesting
filling. Yeah.
addition.
Reanimator.
Man, there are
Yeah.
so many movies that
Yeah.
I have not seen.
These are my people. I love you
See,
guys.
and that's the great thing about doing these is people are like, well, I can outdo you with something more
Yeah.
unique. I got you.
Yes.
Midnight
Oh,
Meat
yes.
Train.
Yes, Sean. I watched Christine. I loved Christine. I just watched that. That's on Stars. So that's my first time
Mhm.
seeing it. I knew that was on my list. I definitely think. Yeah, Mark checked in. He was on I think he was on Facebook, but
Yeah.
he already won, unfortunately. But the next one, you can get your shot.
Might be you. Yeah,
Yeah.
someone threw out some classics. The Ring, The Grudge, pretty much staples in the genre.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hitcher.
The Mist. Oh my goodness, the end of
Oh,
the Mist.
great movie.
The end of the Mist. Oh.
Yes. Oh, such a good movie.
Yes, Dawn of the Dead, the original Black Christmas.
Oh,
Carrie. Yes, I don't understand how I didn't go with mentioning Sissy Spacek. Only Sissy Spacek's Carrie, but I didn't. You know, the new one. But I actually kind of like the Rage Carrie too. For some reason, I like the like. Sometimes I like the straight to. I'm a straight to DVD fan because somebody's got to support it, and I'm your guy. You know, like
and Jason will buy it.
if anybody in the chat knows subspecies, we are immediate friends. But
Oh man, there's 300 plus people in here. Someone has seen Subspecies. I'm just waiting on it.
Monster Squad, yes.
Squad, of course, of course.
My name's Horace.
Oculus. I liked Oculus. That was okay. That's with Kieran Gillen, Nebula.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in that. That was her.
Fantastic.
She did that right after like she got off Doctor Who, so it was kind of like breaking the mold there. Oh man, The Ring. Yeah, man.
Christian, you're the man. Subspecies.
Oh, you see, there's always one. There's always one. No way. Oh man.
Oh yeah, the actual
Damn.
species with Natasha Henstridge. That was actually a good one. Matt, that's right. Radu. Casa Vladislav. Why do I know so much about these movies? Because I've seen all of them. I did not give up on Subspecies. Every time they make a movie, I will watch it. Yes, yeah, Mike. He says so. I think Mike's a full, you're a full moon video person too as well. So I don't know. It's one of those things. Hollow Man was great, Chad. Absolutely, Kevin Bacon.
Dang.
Kevin Bacon and Pete.
Hollow Man. Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just remember he gets like paint dropped on him or something, and then it sort of like cascades down. Yes. Oh man, these are great guys. Yeah. I think clearly, Sean Martin and Jason alone are funding the next Subspecies movie. So that's good to know. It's nice to know where your money's coming from when you make a movie.
Let's get together.
All right, everyone. As much as we literally could just sit here with you guys all day and talk about these awesome movies, Jason's got to work in the morning, and I'm sure you're busy, man. So
yeah, I got some stuff to do, but this was so much fun.
I'll let everyone get back to watching. I hope you're not watching all these scary movies right now. And I know maybe Jason will just put on Subspecies right after this.
You know what? I'm going to take a note from Steve and put on The Lost Boys. Steve, remember the Sax Man? Nobody understands why the Sax Man was so prominently featured in the movie, but if you've seen The Lost Boys, you understand. It's like it's so strange, but it's a great movie.
It's a great movie, and thank you guys. We appreciate it. It is nice when we can come up, during the day after 10 o'clock, we can talk horror movies. When we can get legit spooky. So thank you guys all so much. Again, I hope you've all enjoyed day 7 of Spooktacular. It's only 10:30. Night might not be over, so you might not want to go to sleep. Because remember, sleep, everyone, for the week. Bye, everyone.